Hey traders, welcome back to TradeUp, and now let's start our sectorial analysis for upcoming weeks and month. Now let's start with the Bank Nifty. So as we can see here, Bank Nifty is currently taking support at its previous breakout level. So we can expect that it can spend some time here and give either side breakout. Let me switch to daily time frame because I am seeing some interesting in daily time frame. Let's draw trend line here and this one. We can clearly see that it is rising wedge pattern and it's a bearish pattern. So we can see that probability of selling is higher than a buying. And if we look for target on a selling side, let's apply Fibonacci here. So our first target will be 0.382 level, which is 39,650, and next target will be this 0.5 level, which is 50% of this complete wedge, and which is 38,255, and our final target will be 60.618 level, which is also previous breakout level of this level from where trend changed. We can see that till here it was creating a lower low structure, and after breakout of this high we start to make a higher high structure. So this level is very important. If we fall down, this level can be our final. This level is important for our final target, and we can look for buying from this level. So now let's move to the next, which is IT sector. So IT sector is, we can clearly see that IT is currently in this range, and it has violated this range here and trapped some buyers and came back to the same area and now trading inside this zone. And if we switch to smaller time frame, it has broke this support also and trading close below this zone. So with some new frames, so some fresh seller may have also come into the market and buyers are exiting their position. So chances are high that we may see a breakout of this low and came back to this zone and become volatile for a few time, and then either side move we can expect, either upside or downside. So let's move to the next, which is auto sector. Auto sector is a kind of bullish structure because I am seeing a retesting of previous breakout level. Let me draw it here. Sorry. It is retesting its previous breakout level, and it is let's switch to the daily. If we break this trend line after a little bit of we can see some upside move. I personally expecting some buying pressure here, and we only below this support, this low, sellers will be aggressive in this auto sector. So I will prefer buying in auto. And let's move to the next sector, which is Nifty Metal. Metal has also give fake, so we cannot say now that it is fake breakout, but chances are high that it can turn into a fake breakout if we look at weekly. In weekly we have created an inverted hammer or shooting star candle, which is a sign of a bearishness, and we can see some seller also once we breach this last breakout level. Below this level some fresh sellers may come into the market, and this trapped buyer will also become a seller and start to exit their buying position. So next sector is pharma. Now pharma is we can see that it is creating a kind of choppy move here. We can see that up down, and now it is in a, we can say, this small range, and this range is, if we look back, this range is at the center of this previous accumulation zone. This is the accumulation for this upside move, so we can expect some buying side here, and then we will look according to structure that what will be next move. Currently I personally expecting some buying in pharma. So next is FMCG. FMCG is creating a higher high structure, we can see that, and now it has broke this resistance zone and traded above for a few days, but now it is back to its previous zone and tested this low. Let me switch to small time frame for a more. So between these two levels, this and this, price will be sideways and volatile. Once we break this low, some fresh seller may introduce, and this trapped buyer will be also become a seller as they exit their buying position. So I'm personally expecting some selling in FMCG also. Next one is energy. Energy is energy is currently taking support at this low levels, this low, and move upward. And if we switch to daily time frame and draw a trend line here, we can clearly see that it is creating a symmetric triangle pattern. Between these two lines, we cannot say clearly that what will be next move, but once we break either side, we can clearly see there a directional and a good move. Now let's move to the next sector, which is Nifty Infra. So Infra has just broke out of this continuously multiple time tested resistance zone and gave breakout, and now back to this position. But until we broke this trend line, I personally looking for buying in Infra also. And once we break this low and trend line, we can experience some selling here also. So now let's move to some selling also, and let's move to the next sector, which is Nifty Financial Service. Financial services is creating a kind of we can say double top pattern in a weekly time frame. So let's move to the daily. In daily, I am seeing that this second top is a kind of distribution, and after breakout of this distribution, we have experienced some selling and retesting this zone, and now back to this previous low. We have traded below it but didn't close below it, so we cannot say precisely for now, but once we breach this support zone in a smaller time frame, in a 1 hour, it is a good support zone. We may bounce off this support zone and may break this and see some selling here also. And if we sustain above this, we will be heading higher. Now let's move to the Nifty to conclude this video. So Nifty chart, yes, and let's move to the daily. We can see here clearly that the previous all-time high, which was 18,590 something, Nifty has broke that high and traded 3 or 4 days above that high, but now again it is back to its previous range. Some fresh buyers which has took position after breakout of this has now in a trap. Look here, Nifty is creating a continuously higher high structure, but in a small time frame. If we go to the small time frame, it has started to creating a lower low lower high structure. So if we breach this low, we can see some more selling and some buying. So by looking at all the sector, some sectors are showing a bullishness, some sectors are showing bearishness, and some sectors are showing a sideways probability. So as per my view, we may see some choppiness and volatile market during the January month, and we have to wait for some directional move like this or this. Until then, we can see some choppiness in January. So thank you for watching, guys, and if you like and enjoy this content, don't forget to share this video with your friends and please like this. And for more such content in future, please support us by subscribing our channel. So thank you for watching. Jai Hind.